We out here at Diamond Motors, getting the GTR worked on a little bit. The diff is messed up, so they got the carpet in the air. About to work on it right now. All right, we're back out here dealing with this GTR. They are right now checking the lines. They pulled the banjo bolt off the top. I don't know if you guys can see it right there. They pulled the banjo bolt off. It's leaking diff fluid from this side now. Previously last year, I got that side welded. You guys can see that weld up there. Focus in on that a little bit. But what they want to do now is they want to take this entire line off and do AN fittings on each side for the soft line. To be honest with you, like the soft line should have been done initially, but at the time I was being very impatient and I just wanted my car back on the road so I can go to events. And this is what happens when you don't do shit right the first time. So you have to come back and you have to do it again. So this is what it's gonna be. And hopefully after this, I don't have any more issues. We're gonna continue to clean up under here, all of the oil and diff fluid off, and get this thing back on the road because I miss driving it. That longer one, could we do like an AN fitting coming all the way into this?
Yeah, we could do that. You could, so we could take this line off and basically it would be the same thing.
Yeah.
We would have to replace these fittings. And I know we can get these fittings. I know I can order these fittings for sure.
I mean, you just do like once.
Yeah, so we just measure the line and that would...
I think that line that's sitting on your desk, that long one, would probably be long enough.
To work for there. All we would have to do is change out these fittings. I mean, because we could still use the banjo bolts, no problem.
Yeah. This is the Evo we were just riding in. This thing only makes like 350 wheel horsepower, and it's put into all four wheels, and it's such like a light car. Hooks up pretty good. You guys see the paint? Midnight Purple 3. Stop playing with them. It's nice. What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to part 2, day 2, day 3, day 4. Doesn't really matter. Point is, we're going back to the shop to check on the GTR right now, and yeah, see what's going on with it. And yeah, I don't really have any other updates other than, you know, we're just trying to get this thing back on the road, trying to get it right. I miss driving it, all that stuff. So I'll tell you guys one thing, it is nice not to have to drive 2 hours to go get your car fit. You know, having everything local right here, San Diego, is very optimal. But I don't have to be over here no more. All right, so we just also ordered the clutch fan, and we ordered some other things, spark plugs. I think I already said the spark plugs, but I don't know if you guys can see it. On the front turbo, there's actually, let's see if the thing will focus. Front turbo, there's actually oil up there, so probably going single turbo sooner rather than later. Actually, that's the rear turbo. Front turbo looks to be okay. Rear one, not so much. So hopefully going single sooner rather than later. And yeah, try to get this thing back on the road ASAP.
Day 3.
All right, you fine young chaps, you're back at it. About to walk down, catch my Uber right now. And we headed back to the shop. GTR should be finished. So let's go pick this thing up. Head back to the shop. What's wrong with this one?
It's got a leak somewhere. Looks like oil and or coolant.
Probably a blown head gasket maybe?
I don't think it's that serious.
Just made it back to the shop and they just told me that the front rotor is like not spinning correctly. See how this like is like kind of tough? I don't know, it was spinning fine the other day because, well, this was not spinning that freely either. What we really came to check out is this. They got the new line on here. They covered it up. It's going into the diff right here, and there should be a new line on top. Got a new soft line on top. You see, goodness, so you guys can see it. You see that? Nice little new soft line, and then something else fucks up on the car, the brakes. Which I don't understand because like I literally just had these brakes. Oh shit, hold on. I don't understand what's going on with this because I literally just had these brakes replaced. Like you look at the rotors, like these things are like new, the pads are new. I don't know, maybe there's something wrong. Possibly could be air in the line, I don't know. The new wheel bearings put on the car too, so there should be nothing wrong with this. That's very strange that it's doing that. But you know, it's an old car. These things tend to happen. What the hell is that? Yeah, we'll figure it out.
Push the R32 out.
That's close to an R31. The particulars have been taken care of. So now, really, it's just about getting up out of here. It's gonna be my first drive in this car in like a long time. Be good. Not gonna do too much. Just gonna go home, burn on some of this old E85. This is the man right here. He fixed my car. Appreciate you, boy.
No problem, bro. Anytime.
Yeah, he did a really good job with those lines. I guess the bath is in order too, but I'm not worried about washing this thing. I'm not going to any meets anytime soon, but excited to make some more car content for you guys. That you guys missed that stuff. A couple more things to do. I think my plan now is, because there's so much stuff that needs to be done underneath the car, like the drive shaft bushing is like bad, so I want to replace that, get a new drive shaft. I want to replace like all these old suspension components. That's everything that hasn't been replaced. And like my original plan, it's all going to be Nismo parts underneath, because I have the Nismo R-Tune coilovers. I have a couple of Nismo parts underneath already. That's what it's gonna be. Let me just look at this thing, man. Can you say sheesh for the one time? In the Ori, now we can make this race happen. I can finally give you the gap sauce that you've been asking for. So holla at your boy. I'm gonna gap you, right? And if by some miracle you got me, I'm gonna slap my new turbo in. We're gonna run it back, and I'm gonna gap you anyway. Nah, I'm just playing. It should be fun though. I don't really have anything else. They have to move all these cars, so I can get my car out of here, and then we're off to the crib. All right, boys. Well, she's back in the garage where she belongs. I'm gonna sit here for another year. I'm just playing. It felt good to drive this car again. I definitely have to get used to it, because like my brain was just like, what? Wait, what? I'm gonna start getting the things that we need to start building the suspension, because I think I want to take care of that first, make everything else kind of solid, and then yeah, you know, we got the turbo back there. The turbo is actually going to get sent off and built again. So the turbo is actually going to go to, I'm going to get the hot side made into a V-band, just pop out the rear housing, and that should be that. But yeah, it felt good to drive it, man. It really did. And you know, this is just some car content. So, oh man, I really just want to take this thing out and drive it right now, but it still kind of like has hesitation on the throttle and stuff. So I need to get the tune sorted. We got new spark plugs in, so hopefully that helps. I just think the timing needs to be readjusted. I think that's all that needs to be done at this point to make the car like drivable, to where it's not like sputtering everywhere, because that's not how I want this car to be. You know, so I'm gonna get all that stuff fixed. We got some more things we got to do, but be on the lookout. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna make a video with this car. It'll probably be a couple of weeks, just because I have other shit going on. I'm doing my gaming thing, so this is a long outro, but I'm just happy. The car, it's fixed. I can drive it, and yeah, we'll be back soon. Peace.